Hey guys, meteorologist Doug Heddy, chief meteorologist of Weather Savants, and of course I want to update you on what we're going to see over the next couple days, and then of course we're going to look down the road as we are getting into the part of the Heddy pattern that is more active. We are in a La Nina setup. We're influenced by a positive Arctic oscillation, or AO, which doesn't allow us to get much Arctic air, but we are really starting to see some changes over the next couple of weeks. First off, let's look at tomorrow. We got a very strong system which is kicking out across the Central Plains. This is going to produce very heavy snow across the Dakotas and parts of Minnesota, but we're going to look at severe weather chances first. This is 22Z tomorrow, so 22Z is roughly about 4 p.m. We'll start to get some scattered supercells across eastern Nebraska, western parts of Iowa. Tornado. There is actually a low tornado threat, not a huge tornado threat, but at least a low tornado threat with some of those storms, and as they develop, we'll see this line extending farther south. So let's go a couple hours later. You can see it's a very thin line. So by 6 p.m. we got supercells, southern Minnesota, and then mainly just kind of a squall line through Iowa, so Des Moines, and then down towards St. Joe, and then all the way back toward Emporia, Kansas, and then all the way in the northern parts of Oklahoma. So once you get farther south, Missouri, Kansas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, we're mainly looking at straight line winds. Now, most of these storms are going to be strong the farther south we are, but we could get a couple low-grade severe storms, Oklahoma, Kansas, and Missouri. Iowa and southern parts of Minnesota may get a little bit stronger storms. So you can see this line just kind of barrels through slowly and then slowly starts to fall apart after about 10 or 11 p.m. So that's one thing we got to watch. And then let's go farther north. So we're going to move north. We're going to switch this over to winter precip. I'm looking at the HRR model. Again, models kind of, or the HRRR, they give us an idea of what can happen. So on the cold side, look at the snows out through South Dakota. Kind of missed Sioux Falls this time, and then lift up through North Dakota and then northern parts of Minnesota, but a pretty good swath of anywhere from about 3 to 6 inches with some locally higher amounts in spots in northern parts of Minnesota. But here's the changes. We're starting to see really our jet stream changing, which again, this is part of the pattern. I'm going to switch up. We're going to go to the upper levels here. And again, I'm going to go to the GFS model, which doesn't do a very good job once you get about 7 days out, but it's going to give us an idea, and then I'm going to show you what we're going to be watching for. All right, so where you see the yellows and the reds here and the purples, that's the storm energy. We're looking at 17, 18, 19,000 feet up, 500 millibars of pressure. So let's go. Here's the system through this little weekend. Big ridge of high pressure. There is a little wave on Monday that could produce some showers across the southern plains. Let's go into late next week. I do think there's going to be a wave that comes out right around Christmas Eve. If there's any snow with it, it's mainly going to be in the northern plains. This is mainly going to be a weaker rain event, but something we want to watch. It's right after that. So we're talking December 28th through about December 30th. A much stronger system comes out, and this system is going to dip farther south than what the GFS model is predicting. So let's go back in the Heddy pattern. We're at about a 62, 63 day cycle. So let's go back and see what it did last time. We're going to go to October 28th, 2021. So about 2 months ago, 62, 63 days, this will return, which is going to be in about a week and a half. So look at this system. Area of low pressure tracked far south. What this will produce is a severe weather outbreak. Eastern Oklahoma, Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, Mississippi, Tennessee, and then it just mainly showers and thunderstorms. So we need to watch that, but we should get enough cold air that the Central Plains gets their first snowstorm. At least the potential is there. So we're talking even northern Oklahoma, Kansas, Missouri, Iowa, Illinois. So that's the next big system that we want to keep our eyes on as we go through the next couple weeks. Of course, I'm going to do more and more videos on here. I'm always putting them to my YouTube page, which is Doug Heddy, and then, or meteorologist Doug Heddy. And then I push them to the Weather Savants page, which is weathersavants.com. And then I'm also going out on my social media platforms, but we're gonna be doing a lot of weather talks on here as we get this pattern kind of picking up over the next couple weeks. All right, guys, it is Tuesday evening. Have a great evening and enjoy the next few days.